All right, welcome back. This is GameBreakers, and we are playing a Pirates Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition game. And we had just finished some daytime actions for working on the pirate ship, the Wormwood, and we are entering into the evening. The sun is setting below the horizon. You don't see land close by at all. It's water all the way. And as the night settles in, you hear a bell on the deck, and you see people starting to head toward the other people you're working with, heading up.
Go toward the deck.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm bringing my stick.
All right. Well, everybody comes up to the deck, and the captain and Master Scourge and Mr. Plug are all assembled, looking at the crew, and they have a barrel of rum and drinks for all. And you hear Master Scourge call out, "Time for the rum ration."
Not really, like, the whole thing that got us here was the booze.
Well, they're not gonna kidnap you any further.
You wake up on a
summer. Buy your first drink every night. Just do it.
Yeah, they hand one to Korrim, one of the deck mates, and you see the captain and Scourge are watching. Take your ration.
Oh yeah, is this everybody at once or one at a time kind of ship?
Oh, they only have so many glasses. They're kind of.
Oh, all right. Damn.
Just knock it back.
I don't want to be impolite. I'll swirl the last of it out. Don't want to leave the extras for rub the rum on my teeth.
All right, so you gain 2 charisma for an hour, and let me.
I'm likable.
A pleasant drunk.
And you'll be fatigued, and you'll feel fatigued for 4.
I queue up and take my turn.
Yeah, you take the rum ration wholeheartedly.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you gain 1 charisma.
That's fine.
And fatigued for 2 hours.
I'll go up and I'll have a rum ration, I guess.
Hello.
That's not poisoned.
Thank you for giving me the heads up.
You gain 4 charisma. This feels mighty fine.
I'm trying to figure out what a charisma bonus does to him.
And fatigued for 7 hours.
Oh boy.
Something I left out in my description. There's something just perpetually vaguely creepy about Gideon.
Oh, I kind of just that was implied.
He's not physically intimidating, but just something like being around him, there's kind of a, prickliness and just,
Yeah, I could tell.
And I can't decide if that goes up or down with a charisma boost.
Oh, like if you get creepier?
Yeah. I don't know if I get creepier or more appealing.
No reason it's mutually exclusive?
It's I guess what's Gideon's charisma at right now?
Before or after the boost?
Before.
19.
19. Yeah, so I guess he would get creepier if his strength isn't being charming already.
No, he just has a presence.
Right. And so I think that like getting creepier fits with the boost
Yeah.
which holy shit, we've got 2 people right now that are at 20 charisma.
In opposite directions.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
There's a charisma tornado appearing in between us.
So after everybody's had their rum rations, a couple of people fight it. They just get the lash until they take it. Some of the new
Jesus. You would think that you would just like be like, all right, cool, more rum to just hold on to, but
that's taking enabling to a whole other level. Just.
But you must drink this. Yeah, it is. It is
peer pressure.
Take your medicine.
It's about crew camaraderie. You see, it's a shared ritual that we all partake in, and it binds the crew together. And makes us.
You know what? Yeah. You know what makes like really great friends is beating them when they don't do what everybody else is doing. That's just like makes everybody feel great.
When they don't participate in the ship rituals, that's different. Bring bad luck on a ship that way. Sink all of us.
Gideon is just like looking at everyone.
After everyone's had their rum ration, Mr. Plug gives Master Scourge the signal, and he goes to the bottom of the ship and brings up, with the help of some others, a fellow who's been stuck in the bilge at the bottom all day. He looks the worse the wear for it. This maggot here was caught stealing from the quartermaster, and you hear some like fanboys of the captain and the pirate team. Woo, boo!
Yeah,
Arr.
fuck him. Yeah, who would do that?
Stealing from the quartermaster is a crime. Do you admit to it? And Jake's magpie, and he's no, I didn't. And he whips at him. I just wanted my equipment back. And it's like, well, I think people need to know we need business. And so it's time for keel hauling. And they take him out of the cage he's been in and tie him up and throw him over the front of the ship. So he's dragging underneath on this long rope.
So he's dead.
Oh yeah, that sucks.
Ooh.
You imagine that is probably the case, and after they pull him up and pull what's left up and feed it to the sharks, it is confirmed.
They pull up a leg.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a powerful drag at the front of a ship.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I hold on to my broom very, very tightly.
And so after the rum ration, the captain was down below, and he comes, or he was in his quarters, excuse me, and comes out and says, now down to the galley for dinner. And what, I will get your guys' names, and what Gideon and the cook prepared, the fish that he caught, is down below.
I very much hope that it does not have rat feces in it. Other than that, I'm great.
I will cast Purify Food and Drink, and then not even bother to taste it.
Did you say
Say
that?
a little prayer over the plate.
Key, did you say that where I heard you?
I probably said it really loudly, actually. Like, make sure that not just you heard it, but everybody did?
I'm glaring at you, and a little head pops out and glares at you too.
And so, as you're eating and the drinking begins, the rum ration is not the only rum, and there's much drinking and games to be had. So you can take one action each for the evening, and you can also talk. Let's see, you could sleep to automatically recover from all of the fatigue. You can gamble. You see some of your fellow pirates gambling in the galley, but they seem to be doing it secretly or trying to do it covertly. Entertain. You could attempt to entertain the crew. Attempt to influence someone, sneak around, or steal something.
Well, stealing doesn't seem like a great option after that display, which I guess was an effective display. I think I'll go ahead and entertain. I've got a pretty good voice, and I'm feeling the grog pretty well right now. So I guess I'll go ahead and I'll sing a song that most seafarers know. And try and get a bunch of people to join in.
Great.
Cool. That's a 28.
Whoa.
That +4 charisma is a strong thing.
Right? Yeah, that did some good things. So you get 12 gold in tips.
Hell yeah.
From some of the other pirates, and
which is all of my gold right now because I don't have any of my other belongings, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. 12 GP. Still fine with that. I think that's more than I started with anyway.
And you gain a +2 bonus on charisma-based skills with other crew members for the next 24 hours.
Cool.
So, you could your next social check with a crew member essentially gets a +2.
Damn. Okay. Just racking up the charisma bonuses.
Yeah, you did exceedingly well on that rolls.
Find a way to use that.
Eric Okra. I mean, these pirates have seen many things, but Eric Okra are fairly rare.
Just great.
There's another bard amongst the Pressganged crew, and he seems a little like he wanted a little more of the stage than you got that evening.
Yeah. Well,
You should have tried harder.
Yeah, I guess so.
It's hard to beat a 28.
Mm-hmm.
All right, what other actions are we doing?
This is after dinner?
Yeah, after dinner, everybody can take one.
What's the general condition of this ship, and like how is it especially infested, or how the health level of the staff?
I would say health level is average.
I mean, we're grading on the pirate scale, I realize, but you know.
Yeah, they seem like fairly successful pirates in that they're not starving and they have enough rum for everyone. And the ship is in fairly good shape.
Okay. Not particularly overrun with vermin.
No, I mean there's certainly vermin, but not overrun.
Okay. Over the next couple days, the vermin population is going to decrease.
There can be only one.
I have someone working on the matter.
That's not ominous at all.
And I'm just gonna go to sleep.
Oh, you're gonna go to sleep? Okay.
Yeah. It's been a long day.
Right. Pressganged.
Cleaned a kitchen.
Drank some rum.
Went fishing for probably the first time in years.
Well, you head down earlier than most, and you get one of the better hammocks.
Fantastic. I intentionally do not pick the best one.
Oh yeah, going for like second or third tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to deal with confrontation. You just want to sleep.
Good point. All right, what's your action, Korrim?
Korrim is probably scoping out the crew, sort of taking stock of the competence of the pirates in that manner, as well as, kind of trying to spot exceedingly competent folks. There's the swashbuckler, there's the weird skinny kid, but there's
there is a weird skinny kid, actually.
I know. But and like Cleric of Pesmara, seeing anybody that has any magic aura on them, or just carries themselves with an air of competence and assuredness. Mostly just hanging back with a combination of insight and detect magic.
Okay. Do you also talk with folks and listen to and listen in on conversations, or is it?
I mean, I'll pick up eavesdrops of opportunity, but I'm not actively engaging with any of these. He's more just watching from the sidelines of everything that's going on.
Okay. Can you give me a perception check?
Not insight. Oh, that's the same rule.
Yeah. Insight, indeed.
Natural 20 again.
Whoa!
Today.
Wow.
Them bones like you tonight.
All your numbers tagged.
All right. Well, let's see. We have. So there's a gnomish bard who seems more competent, I guess, as you put it, than most. Wears a foppish purple hat. He has an eye patch and a white silk shirt and a dandyish cane, almost like he's dressed up as a pirate rather than a pirate.
Right. Well, that's why I didn't get any of the stage. He's just trying too hard.
And then there's a weird skinny kid. He does
another weird skinny kid besides David's character.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's he is sitting. He sits by himself and doesn't really talk with anyone else. And you notice him praying before eating, but I don't not a way you recognize, but prayer is prayer.
Didn't spark off the detect magic. So.
No. And then there's the cleric who recovered your items. She has her gear. And there is a halfling fighter who's been drinking a lot. And yeah, and she seems to have skills.
Right, wins all the fights she gets in.
Yeah.
All right. That's most of my evening is taking stock, identifying folks to watch out for in a good way. Like to watch out for, not to watch out for.
I get what you're saying. To look after rather than look out for.
Right. This is my crew now. At least for now. As long as it's my crew, it's my crew.
You're really just taking this like kidnapping in stride. You're just like, all right.
Press ganging. Kidnapping is if we were going to ransom you to somebody. You got press ganged. I mean, there's a subtle difference. I know you're new to this pirating stuff, but you really got to work.
Absolutely not new to this pirate stuff. Been here the whole time. I've probably been doing more pirating than you've ever done.
I was born on a pirate ship.
Well, my dad's dad was born on a pirate ship, and all of the people that came after him too.
Well, so, you have me at a disadvantage. I don't know my father.
Well,
I got sad real
now
quick.
it's awkward.
Are you happy now?
Probably an asshole. I'm pretty sure I dodged a crossbow bolt on that one.
And you see one of the other crew members, shh, don't talk about having parents.
Aw.
Yeah, and of course they're all dead.
Sure, make me look like the bad guy.
It's just the captain.
Yeah, touchy subject. Got it.
The fact that orphans was what he opened with, that's an indicator.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Welcome to my ship. We're nice to orphans.
Sensitive pirates.
Also, I will kill you if you steal anything.
Yeah, apparently. We have very strict rules where the penalty is death, but we're not going to tell you all of them.
You will eventually learn them one way or another.
Right. Some of them just get made up on the spot. I mean, you can't have a rule for everything. You'll get used to it. Or, maybe not. There's a couple ways I could go. But
It'll work itself out.
Yeah. I mean, it'll take you 15 seconds to get off this boat. You'll get used to it.
So after your extended perception check on the crew, did you and believe everybody took their actions? Were you gonna head to bed after that?
Yeah, no, actually, no. I'm feeling pretty raucous right now. I think I want to gamble. If we can keep doing the same actions. I don't know what that D20 was for, but it got rolled.
Well, I think let's see. The way it's set up is one action per night.
Okay, one action per night.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a "you're going to sleep" ? It was a "you're going to sleep" period.
Yeah, it was. If there was something, if there was more conversation or something else you wanted, one of the other NPCs you wanted to talk to. Yeah.
Yeah. I did want to. What was the name of the cleric person again?
Her name is. Let's see. She is Sundara. Sundara Quinn.
Cool. Alrighty.
Before I head to bed, I would, now that the stars are out, I'd like to at least go out and get my bearings and know where I am in the ocean.
Okay. You do so.
Take my navigation tools out. Okay. Now I know where I am.
But you don't have your navigation tools. Because
That's your hand. Do the thing.
Right.
That's fine. I can do it without the tools.
All right.
I believe is that going to be intelligence or wisdom? What do you think?
For which role? Oh, for the navigation. Intelligence.
Okay. In that case, that's going to be proficiency bonus is currently 3, so that's going to be 15 total.
Okay. 15. You have you get a good sense of where you are in the shackles.
And I will also pull out a little Druidcraft weather forecast for 24 hours.
Okay. Let's see. Weather forecast for 24 hours.
Sailor shit. Just
yeah.
Look, red sky in the morning, sailor tank move.
So you, in the next 24 hours, there will be, is fairly clear, but you do see it towards the end of that period that you can foresee into. It gets stormy.
Okay.
It's starting to, rain and, yeah.
I will write a little note, and just slide it under the captain's door. Like at 7 bells, rain's coming. And then head to the shittiest hammock probably, because I'm probably the last in bed.
Okay.
Key would probably take the best hammock, and if it wasn't available, argue with whoever's in the best hammock about why they deserve it.
This is why I didn't take the best one.
Oh, yeah.
This is definitely not the best hammock. You can see that.
Right. Absolutely. That weird skinny guy over there's in the best hammock. You picked the wrong one, dude.
Because of course he would have taken the best one. Yeah. All right. So you sleep off some or all of your rum, and the next day approaches, and I suppose the sun doesn't rise when you're in the lower deck of the ship. But Master Scourge comes and opens the hatch and rings the bell to bring. Come on up, time for working.
I do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I probably still mumble under my breath as I'm walking past him. Could have said please. And then just keep going.
Snaps the whip at your heels. Doesn't quite catch you, but you feel the wind on it.
I click at him.
Want to plug? Want to Scourge?
So let's see. So there's the action, the daily action you get to take, and then the work. And I forgot to mention now that's on the second day that one of the actions you can take is to try and slouch out of work.
Right.
Aside from working extra hard.
Yeah.
You could go the opposite direction.
Right. So you can work diligently, attempt to influence someone else on the ship, be sneaky, and explore other places, go to the quartermasters, or try to shirk your responsibilities.
I think that I'll do my work normally, but I do want to spend some time trying to just kind of I was pretty popular last night. I want to just kind of essentially assert myself as the cool kid, and kind of just continue to build rapport with the just general crew.
Okay. Did you want to influence any particular person on the ship? There was
does Sundara seem like she has any like pull with the crew right now, or is she kind of relatively unknown as well?
Well, she is friendly with you folks already.
Okay.
Potentially, you could ask her to help you do your job better. But
Okay. Yeah. Oh boy, I don't even know how to do these things. I guess I'll just work diligently.
okay, and
Because
that'll give you a +4 bonus on the check.
Cool. And then we were doing that as aquatic vehicles.
Yeah. Let's see. Rigor task. Let me see what the check is today.
Okay. And then +4 on the check as well. So, dope. There we go.
Yep. 24. So, Master Scourge has you do more rope work and also some rigging repair. And with your flight ability, it's pretty easy. So
Yeah.
you make and you have the skill, so you know how to do it. So you make quick work of it, and well done. Right, Gideon or Korrim. Right? Wings are quite an advantage.
Oh yeah.
First thing I do is I report to the kitchen for duty. I do what Fishgut, is that his name?
Yeah, fish guts.
Yeah. I do what Fishgut tells me. I'm the world's best employee.
All right. Well, I think you cleaning that kitchen had an impact because fish guts. You've heard other pirates comment about how fish guts is always drunk, but doesn't seem to be the case today. Manages to put together the meals, or put together a majority of the meal, and asked you to go harpoon some turtles. For turtle soup.
Of all the animals to pick to try to stab, why would you pick the one with the armored back?
It's like the worst way to do that. That's
Yeah. Like, that's when you need a net.
I love the idea. Just why not a net? Don't question it.
right.
It's like, but I didn't give you a net. I gave you a harpoon.
Oh, no, I didn't say that out loud. I don't dare. That was David,
Right.
not Gideon.
For sure.
Gideon's too busy doing what he's told.
So if you can make a survival check.
Ten.
Is
Yeah.
that what +4 for working diligently? Or were you also working diligently? Was that the thing you were doing?
Oh, you were all. That was going to be your ship action.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you with that you managed to bring in harpoon several turtles and bring them in for consumption.
Through the neck, through the flipper.
Right, you gotta get.
One of them right through the middle of the shell.
It does say harpoons, treble hooks, and nets, so it's a whole triage of tools, whole range of tools rather. So
in my head, I walk in with one full harpoon with a bunch of them, and I just clear it like a kebab. Walk in the kitchen and just walk out.
They clatter to the floor.
Mm-hmm. Getting turtle blood everywhere.
All right, Thomas, what's Korrim up to?
Quartermaster, I need my tooth back. I pull my jaw back to the gap in my teeth where I used to keep my pearl of power. You guys grabbed it from me. I mean, it's a pearl. I get it, but give me my tooth.
Why should I give it to you? It's the captain's booty now. You want to make a...
The captain is very proud of his booty.
He is. He really is.
What would make your life easier?
Just every day, just people are showing up being like, yo, give me shit.
Give me my stuff.
0. I rolled in 1, -1.
Oh. Wow. You got plenty of teeth. You don't need this one.
Maybe I'll take one of yours.
I'd like to see you try. He stands up
your
and just
sad
picks
little
his
monkey
up.
teeth wouldn't even make it into my mouth before they crumbled. Brush them once in a while. Who wants that? Sorry.
Are half-orcs related to monkeys?
No.
I don't know. They are much closer kin to
term.
apes than I. That's what I know.
Rock is unimpressed.
Figure when a minotaur wants to be insulting to some of those silly humies. I don't know how. I don't know how that would work.
Grok takes another swig of from a flask and is. If you want to buy something or trade, well,
I already stormed out. I rolled a 1. I don't even get info.
Yeah, that's true. You already did do that,
right?
So, yeah.
But wait, if you want to pay for it,
Right. I said some dickish bullshit and then walked off.
Yeah. Fair enough. So
Yeah, that's rolling a 1 on a social exchange.
So the evening comes, and as you're wrapping up your tasks for the day and finishing your actions, the rum bell rings on the deck. It is time for the rum ration. Do y'all go up?
Yep.
Wait, putting that into my PDF is not going to make a roll. Right there, Willow. Who takes the first one?
I'll go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you get.
You know what? I don't go first.
All right, so you get 2 charisma from your rum and are fatigued for 6 hours. How about you, Key?
Yeah, I think that Key will go up for it and will actually try and swindle their way into getting extra rum ration this go around. Had a great time last night. Never mind the holy butts.
4 more charisma from the rum ration.
Yeah.
And only 3 hours of fatigue, so that's you took that one a lot better.
Yeah.
And then I presume Gideon, once it's his turn.
Mm-hmm.
So you gain 1 charisma again. It just doesn't seem to affect you like it does the rest.
Oh no, I'm only at a 20 now.
And then, but it does give you 7 hours of fatigue.
It makes sense. I don't have much constitution. What one pirate-sized drink probably shows up on my belly, just like the mass, the volume. I look like a python that swallowed a gopher.
Well, thanks for that visual.
You're welcome.
Right.
There's no keel hauling this evening.
Good. That freaked me out.
They Master
Nobody
Scourge
stole-
does bring one fellow up who's shirked his duties and gives him lashes against the mast for sending him off to dinner.
That's just for morale, really.
Right? That's why we do the beatings, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, morale improves. That was a shirt at Disneyland.
Was it
I
worn
remember
by?
that.
It's like, damn, dude. Mickey's 5 feet that way, and you're making beating jokes. Jesus.
Right? You can't say that in front of Mickey. He'll go ape shit. You don't fuck with the mouse. Does a protection from poison spell remove any of this fatigue? Would that be considered neutralizing a poison?
Yeah.
Okay, I will do that after the charisma wears off, and it's just me surly and hungover and
Right.
Grumpy cow.
Yeah, you can. Where do you cast that spell? Where is your character when you cast that spell?
Boy, I don't know. I mean, he said it's an hour before the fatigue starts. Like, I have a charisma boost for an hour, and then 6 or so hours of fatigue.
Yeah.
So wherever, I mean, but in an hour, it'll probably be mealtime, right? Like,
Well, meal is it's available right after rum ration.
okay, so like end of dinner.
Yeah. Well, you have rum before dinner, of course. It's how you start and end.
So you don't taste their food.
Numbs the pain of eating it. Although it hasn't been bad the last few nights, because Fish Guts has stayed a little sober.
Good on him. I'm proud of him.
Because I'm drunk, both nights as we're eating, I look across the table at whoever's across from me with my burned eyes and sunken features and go, I made that.
Often met with uncertain nods.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yep, it's good.
killed it myself.
Now it's getting weird. We call that hunting. The word you're looking for is hunting. You
Fishing.
didn't murder these turtles. You hunted and you fished.
I don't know, man. I stabbed him real good.
Right?
Did you know turtles scream?
I did. Now so do you.
He's just silently over there, just like drinking their soup, trying not to like. I'm not with them.
If the two of you have noticed this, you get the distinct impression before this boat, Gideon had never had alcohol before.
It seems like it's for the best.
Take one drink at a bar, and now I'm a pirate.
Right? Your
This is
first
exactly
drink.
what Mom said was going to happen.
Yeah. Oh my God, Dare was right.
Oh, fantasy dare. Boom.
Oh, man.
Fair to say no to alchemy. So
There's nighttime ship actions you can take. You can go to bed early and recover from all the fatigue. You can gamble or play one of their games. You can entertain the crew, influence somebody, sneak around, or steal something.
I think I'm going to entertain again, if for no other reason than just to spite the bard in the purple hat.
Okay.
Fuck that guy.
Is this
I'm going to cast
yeah?
Enhance Charisma on the bard in the purple hat.
Okay. Is this my social interaction to for that I get my +2 for from last time?
Yeah, you can
Cool.
use that to get another bonus for it. Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Oh wow. Okay. Well, that +13
Can't slay him
is
every
really
night.
sad. I mean,
Well-
hey, for
So good.
for rolling a 2.
You made it
Not
too
a bad
pretty
one.
sexy by making it into a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I rolled a 2, it would be a mobs with torches and pitchforks.
Tomatoes at the very least. Key was making a performance check,
Yeah.
and you got a 15.
Got a 15.
Okay.
So I guess is this opposed with Mystery Bard's roll now?
It's not. It isn't quite opposed. No, it's. Let's see. Gains. You did get. You do a good performance, but not quite as amazing as the evening previous. So you get 1 gold in tips.
Damn.
Wow.
And
That's a gesture.
and then the other bard, while he does have a bonus, unbeknownst to him, he just his tails just really aren't catching with the pirate crew. It doesn't seem like they're authentic pirate enough.
Right. Yeah.
So
Because
he,
I know what it's like to be a pirate. He doesn't. He doesn't get it.
Poser.
Exactly.
So what did you want your nighttime action to be, Gideon?
That's what I've been trying to figure out. I want to talk to the quartermaster tomorrow, but tonight I don't really have anything I want to do, so I think I just go to bed again.
Just tell the quartermaster I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. Just
I think I know better than that.
Right now, you didn't drink that many rum rations. Korrim needed to take an evening action. What was your pleasure?
A lot of it was going to be prepping. He knows there's a storm coming this evening, and so he's actually going to be, battening down bits of the ship. He knocked out his fatigue, so he's going to be. I guess it would be exploring the ship. Like, I guess technically being sneaky, but he's not trying to steal anything. He's just making sure everything's in its place.
there are
Okay,
hatches
can
to
you-
batten and stuff.
Yeah.
So many hatches.
Can you give me a stealth check? See if people notice you poking around.
That's a 14 flat.
You get a chance to. Let me pull up the map here. So you poke around in. Is there any part of the ship that you were wanting to explore?
Probably the hold. I mean, if we've got a storm coming, just making sure that nothing's going to shift, making sure all the weight is well distributed. You know, that'd be the first place to go, and then it's just the rigger seemed on his game today, so I don't have to check the ropes.
Yeah. All right. So in the hold, you see crates of pigs that are being kept. It's part of the cargo, and not much else in the hold. Also on this deck is where the quartermaster and the excuse me, where the quartermaster and the chef are. In the galley.
And that's it. Like I'm not even really actively trying to avoid people. I'm just doing storm prep.
Okay.
But if I can get a look at anything, I'm not gonna avert my gaze.
Do you also want to check inside the kitchen and like that whole level as much as the quartermaster's locked, but the kitchen isn't.
If the chef's in, I will just ask him if he's if
the chef is not.
Everything's okay. I'll give it a once over. Make sure we're not not going to lose food if from spillage and things.
You notice it's what appears to be the what they use as a butcher knife is actually more like a dagger, like a bigger dagger, and there's some other assorted junk in the room, but the dagger's the only thing that you see of interest.
Real quickly, with an herbalist's eye, I've got herbalism trained. Do I see anything either medicinal or poisonous? Like any useful herbs there, one way or the other?
Poisonous. What was your roll? Or did you say you had a roll?
I hadn't. Would you like me to? This would be an herbalism without my kit. So not great. That's going to be an 8.
You don't find much that's fresh, and you can't really distinguish anything that might be close to that.
Nothing jumps out. That's fine. I will excuse me, carry on my exploration.
And do you take the dagger, or do you leave it?
No.
Which one?
Yeah.
Oh, I do. I have no need for a dagger. The cook needs it way more than me.
Okay. Well, that's the item of interest on that side, and there are also on this level some of the crew's lockers that are locked.
Good. I'll just make sure they're all shut.
Yep. They are all shut.
Paying you enough.
This is where I would also do a detect magic and just get a read for anything, any crude hoarding magic items.
What's the range on that?
60 feet.
60 feet.
Yep. It's a 60-foot visual cone, basically.
And does that detect masterwork? I can't recall.
No.
Just spells and magic items and that sort of thing.
You just get, the plus, So do you detect anything magical? No. You don't, in the confines of, let's see, 60 feet. Let me check out where you are on the ship.
Well, and it's a concentration thing too. I'm going to be walking around with this.
Mm-hmm. The kitchen. Yeah, not on this level. There's
If I look up or down, do I catch it?
Yeah, there's definitely some magical stuff going on in the direction of the captain's quarters and the officers' quarters that are on the deck that have entrances up above.
That's to be expected.
Oh,
Less
you know what?
magic, less problems.
You do detect one small magic item in the one of the. It's easy to miss, but there's one thing.
I don't like searching for anything. I'm just making sure nothing's going to explode. I do take note of whose locker it is, though.
Couple what?
I do take note of whose locker it is.
Okay. They're not labeled, but you make note of which one it is.
Okay. And then just continue rounds. Take a look at the storm brewing. Do my next 24 hours worth of weather thing, and then off to a hammock.
All right. The next 24 hours there, it's going to be a big storm coming. It's
the whole day. Shit.
Yeah.
Well,
and as you evaluate it, you start to feel the first drops of it.
I guess I'm gonna head to the wheel before I go and just check who's the wheelman tonight. Who's helmsman?
Helmsman.
Boat driver.
Mr. Plug is up there now, but you're not encouraged to go up there.
Well, am I discouraged?
Probably. Mr. Plug did say in the beginning that he didn't want to talk to anybody. He didn't want to talk to any of you.
All right. Well, this isn't idle chit chat. Plug. 24 hours of storm coming. You ready?
Plug sneers at you and nods.
You need anything? Extra rope? Lash you to the wheel? Let me know.
A nice cup of tea.
Nice cup of tea. Want me to slap you around a little bit first, get you ready for the waves? And if he just gives me the grim nod, I'll give him a little nod goodnight. He doesn't need anything. I want to make sure he's ready for 24 hours of what's coming.
He doesn't seem like he disbelieves you, but he also doesn't seem surprised.
Okay.
And then the next day, you are woken. It feels like earlier than usual, and it is you. And you immediately hear the pounding of rain, and the ship is in a much more in much choppier water than it had been prior. So if everybody is tasked with rigging work today to help the ship make it through the storm.
Cool.
Hands on deck, Master Scourge calls out to everyone sleeping below.
I know how to do rigging stuff.
Yep.
Cool.
And it's a little bit hard for anyone who had over 4 hours of fatigue is going to be at a -1.
Oh, hell yeah. I was only at 3. Yes.
Not a lot
Even
of
if I
sleep.
slept it off?
Well, you were awoken early is the thing.
Gotcha. Okay.
But for the people who chose to go to sleep early, because Gideon went to bed earlier than everybody else.
That's true.
Right.
That's
That was
true.
his night.
I went to bed right after dinner.
Yeah.
All right, you can. I'll forgo the negative one that you did go to bed early and.
What am I rolling?
So it is going to be what was the skill that you were rolling, Cedric? It's
vehicles water.
vehicles water or a
which
dex
is-
check
Yeah.
for the
Dex.
first one. Yeah,
Mhm.
doing line work, hoisting and lowering sails as needed.
This is just a dex check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. $15.
Well done.
To the surprise of me.
Yeah, you managed to hoist the ropes as fast as anybody. Can both of can Key and Korrim
rolled-
also make that roll?
Key got a 23.
Okay,
Key got 23.
23. Yep, you also help hoist the sails effectively. What, Korrim?
Is this a wisdom or an intelligence? Which is the stat I use on this roll?
It's a dex check.
Okay. Then that will be a 14.
14. You don't. You fall a little behind the others as it moves forward, and you don't quite catch it. You catch a few warning lashes from Scourge. All right, and as the ship continues through the storm, you haven't seen the captain, by the way, which seems an odd omission. You are tasked with, let's see, one of you is going to be tasked with going up to the crow's nest, and I think that's going to be Key. Makes sense. You're a bird. You want to crow's nest seems a good place for you.
I feel like that sounds like a
That's
derogatory term,
racist.
but I'll go up there. I've got my eagle eyes too, so like the item eagle eyes. Yeah. So I know we're just throwing all the stereotypes on here. Yeah. So I'll pop up on up there and I'll slide my goggles on to scope things out.
And so you can make it. It says here having a climb check. There's a lot of wind and rain for flying. Do you?
Okay.
So are you going to fly and check for that?
I can do athletics.
Yeah.
Acrobatics,
that's-
maybe.
I would be more partial to acrobatics than athletics, but
I would accept either if you do it in an acrobatic way.
yeah, then I will happily do that. Bloop. Oh, I mean that's not great, but that's an 11 after mods.
An 11. Let's check it out here. Well, you don't. With the wind is blowing as hard as it is, you can't quite make it. all the way up to the crow's nest, but you do still need to make a perception check to see what you can see. So,
Okay. Do I get my advantage from my eagle eye goggles?
Is that the item that you? Yeah, that's the item that you got back. So
Yeah. Well, I have both of them back now that I've swindled
that's right.
quartermaster. But yes. Cool. So I will roll the first one and then the second one. Oh boy. Okay. So I only get +2 on my perception because I'm -1 wisdom. So here's the first roll. There's the second one with advantage. So after advantage, 13.
Advantage 13. Excuse me. So it's hard to see from your position where you're supposed to be looking, but you do see sort of a vague shape on the edge of your vision, like several, probably 1,000 feet ahead. But I
see a shape
in the northeast.
Cool. I point at it and say, "There's a thing over there, probably."
All right. Scourge notes it, and let's see. And other people on this turn are going to be. Let's see, we did because y'all have only done one check, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Except for Keith. Some of the rigging needs to be repaired, and so I need Gideon and Korrim to make climb checks to accomplish that. To get up to the rigging and then make a dex check to fix it.
So I am going to cast Enhance Ability on myself and Gideon and hold them both at the same time, one in each horn.
Because
Because I took a feat. And so your enhanced ability will be Strength. My enhanced ability will be Cat's Grace.
What does that mean?
You have
Advantage, I believe, on
on Strength check and double your carrying capacity. Have advantage on Dex and don't take damage from falls. Well, take less damage from. Yeah.
17.
It's not bad. Not bad.
Considering I'm at a -1.
Well, you may have outclimbed me, ironically, because I rolled for shit on the strength one.
I have less weight.
Or is that? I assumed that was an athletics climb, not a water vehicle. Right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Athletics climb.
So yeah, that's gonna roll me into a 9. Oh no, 11. Can I push you into an 11 today?
An 11. All right. Well, You don't. The wind is just a little too blustery. You don't quite make it up the rigging to make the repair. How do you fare, Gideon?
But for climbing or 17.
17 to climb. All right, you make it up there and into the rigging, and to make the repair you can either do the watercraft or the dex check.
Once I get good and stuck, I'm gonna turn into a monkey and just use a climb speed and make it.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, baboon, orangutan. Orangutan, I think, is a CR1 or so. grade 8 type.
Oh wow! More monkeys. I'm a fan.
I do feel like this is. I think is this the first time that we're seeing Korrim wild shape?
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Yeah. It's the first one he's mentioned.
All right. Yeah.
Yep.
You didn't tell me you were a druid? Didn't ask.
We asked.
Gideon doesn't even blink, by the way.
Right? Did nobody see what's hanging on my horns? Like, I mean, what were your first 3 guesses? So I'll be able to get up and make the teamwork test. Long story short, like, so we can get the better roll.
My dex check was a 3.
But my teamwork gives you advantage.
Okay.
I hope.
12. Better?
Better than 3 for sure.
Yeah. So with the teamwork, of, you don't get as much as 2 people, but you do get as much as 1 person done together. So so some of the rigging is fixed, and the storm continues to rage on, and that shadow that you saw in the distance, Key, sort of disappears.
Oh, false alarm! It's gone. Or maybe it was nothing. I don't know.
Do you call that down to the?
Yeah,
to
I
the
say it's not
surge?
there anymore. It's not there anymore.
You see him signal to Plug, who then bangs on the captain's door, and the captain emerges, and it's time. And you see he's clearly casting a spell, and the weather starts to get nicer. And as the storm begins to calm some, it's the captain points in the direction that you saw the ship, and it says, tomorrow that ship is ours. Right. And you don't see the ship anymore, or any shadow, but he seems certain.
Okay.
Do I recognize the spell he cast? It's kind of in my milieu. If it mucked with the weather.
Yeah, you can do an Arcana.
18 intelligence. Yeah, I don't have Arcana trained. 18 intelligence.
Yeah, it was a druid spell. The control type.
Higher level than me.
Mm-hmm. Oh yes.
Respect. Well, I'm going to stop sliding messages under his door because he clearly has that covered.
And he's and as he performs this magic and the result occurs, there's several crew members who have appeared to be the most loyal, are very in awe and I mean, not clapping, but very astonished by the magic of it.
I will druid craft the scent and wind combination that in druidic would signal respect.
All right.
Like a couple of leaves.
And so it was
Till the end. I didn't know if you're going to make a heading toward a fart joke or not. Like, this could go either way.
Druid crafts a cantrip. I can do whatever. Sulfur, naturally occurring.
So that is where I'm gonna end tonight's session, and yeah, thanks so much for playing, guys. I had a lot of fun.
Thank you.
I haven't GM'd in a while, so it's been fun to dust it off.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thanks for jamming.
Yeah.
First game.
So this has been GameBreakers, and like, subscribe, and do all the things, and we'll see you next time. And I'm going to go hit the stop record button.